Good evening, everybody. It's May 9th, 2022. It's our Town of Rhinebeck regular town board meeting. Would everybody please join me in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United
States of America,
to the
Republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty
and justice for all.
Okay, thanks. I wanted to announce that I have COVID. I got COVID on Thursday. Thursday and Friday were really bad days. Saturday and Sunday a little easier, and today I'm out of bed. I'm really grateful to be vaccinated and boosted, and I want to urge everybody to consider that if you haven't. I also want to say that if you do get COVID and test positive, please, please, please remember to contact the County Department of Public Health. You could do that online and report that you have COVID. I believe that the numbers that are showing on the county's dashboard are not reflective of what's happening out there. We've had cases for the first time in 26 months at town hall, and it's really going around. So I urge everybody to be cautious and be vaccinated and get a booster. We have no, we're not approving our prior minutes. That'll be at our next meeting. I'm going to open two public hearings. We have a public hearing on a local law amending our town code chapter 125 zoning in the matter of revising section 125-47 solar energy systems to add regulations specifically permitting and regulating community solar as a new solar use in the town of Rhinebeck. We also have a public hearing opening for a local law amending regulations for the Office Research Park ORP zoning district within the town code chapter 125 by adding a communications facility and tower use as a special use permit requiring site plan approval to section 125 attachment 2 in a district schedule of use regulations and regulations to clarify vehicular access requirements to parcels in the ORP by adding language to section 125-15 in our zoning law districts, section 125-90 and sections 125-91. We will hold these public hearings open until June 13th. But if anybody would like to speak, we're taking public comment. Would anybody like to offer a public comment on either local law?
I have one concern, which I'm going to talk to our planner about, which is that it looks like the only real practical place for a community solar installation would be the ORP. And so I'm in a conversation with Jim Levy about trying to either verify that or correct it, depending on what the situation is.
Well, not according to the maps that Central Hudson gave us. I think the most viable places are where the three-phase power exists. And we've been over that with Victor Narkai and our planner. Josh, were you on that with me as well?
Oh yeah, I mean,
there are several places in town that
the issue was coverage.
Oh.
In other words, what percentage of the property could be covered by solar panels?
All
but
right.
isn't that tracking with overall coverage per zoning area?
Yeah, I understand, but at the moment, it looks like it's either 20 or 25%, which is not adequate.
All right, well, this is a public hearing, but I think you're saying that you see a disparity in our public law that we need to clarify what coverage is.
Exactly.
Is it the total size of the sorry, I have COVID, so I'm not thinking clearly, of the panels, or is it the poles?
It's it's the area of a lot that's covered or by.
Yes,
by
I
solar
understand that, but if I remember correctly, in our original solar law, we had the same disparity where we weren't sure what coverage referred to.
panels. Right.
And I think we do have to clarify that, but this is a public hearing,
Yeah,
so,
but that, I just wanted to serve notice that I wanted to get that clarified, that's all.
okay.
I'm not
Um,
making any
So it's
suggestions.
not capacity, it's coverage.
Yes,
Okay,
which equates to capacity, so,
well, I'm aware, so it's coverage, not capacity.
yeah.
So we need to define what coverage is.
Or clarify it anyway.
Okay. All right, well, we're holding these public hearings open for both proposed local laws until at least the 13th of June, when we're hoping to hear back from our planning board and the county Department of Planning. And we may extend it beyond that if we haven't had comment. So we'll continue with the meeting, and if anyone wants to speak, please raise your hand. I'm going to, I know that Rosie, also known as Sarah Rosenthal, is here under discussion items. Rosie is the president of Culture Connect. Thank you for coming, Rosie, and you're here to request the help of the town and the town yard front yard for our Juneteenth celebration. Would you like to speak? You need to unmute.
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you all for taking a moment to hear from me. Last year, I came and requested that we put a large-scale art project created by the Buckley Middle School 7th graders on the town hall lawn, and you all generously said yes without having even seen it completed yet. And I think it was quite a success and a really beautiful project. The school has now housed for the year, and we'd love to bring it back because why not? It was great. And so we'd love to put it on the lawn again and this time we can do it for a week leading up to Juneteenth, because last year the kids created it on Friday. So you all helped us rush it over to the lawn and be up for the weekend. So if that's all right with everyone, I would love to get the help again and I'll say it wrong, but like the town
Bobby.
of Bobby to move the
town
sign
blue.
over so it's set up nice and safe and to the code that you all would like.
Sarah, when do you want that set up? Just give me
We would love to do that. Let's say we could put it there on Monday. I'm just looking at the calendar, so I make sure I say the right days. Why don't we say Monday, June 13th through Monday, June 20th?
Okay, thank you. Yep, I'll tell you.
We'll connect you and Ed, and Ed will liaise with Bobby. And it is the same piece as last year.
It's the same piece as last year. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I was proud and happy to have it there. So thank you for doing it. Just checking with the board. Everyone is, hands up.
Good. I was agreeing, that's all.
Thank you, Rosie, and thanks for doing this for the town.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. All right, Ed, we'll be in touch, and you all have a good night. I hope you stay feeling okay, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks all.
Bye.
Okay. Gonna go to resolutions. 2022-116, approved sale of cemetery benches. May I have a motion?
Make a motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion or any questions? I guess my question is, what are we going to replace them with, Ed?
I think we have some moves there already, don't we? And they're just going to phase those in and phase the other. They're going to get those out and maybe do it again, like with newer, upgrade a little bit.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or concerns?
These are used. I mean, no. Yes, I'm all for it. Sorry.
They're old used. Yeah.
They're the concrete with the slats.
Let me check with Sarah. With Suzanne, what you said. I will check with her about that. What's going to replace? Yes. Okay, good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes unanimously. Hi, Nina. Resolution 2022-117, approving replacement of pool equipment. May I have a motion?
The motion.
Ed, may I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Josh. Are there any questions or any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Thank you. Resolution 2022-118, approving town hall exterior painting. I'll make a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ed. Are there any questions or comments?
No.
Happy it's finally getting done, and thanks to the staff at Town Hall for wrangling this and finding a painter with who came in with a good price. It's for our shutters and trim, and we'll be rebuilding the trim around the doors as well. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. I need a motion for resolution 2022-119, authorizing to advertise to hire a payroll clerk. May I have a motion? Thank you, Alan. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Josh. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. I'd like to make a motion for resolution 2022-120 and I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. Okay, I'd like to make a motion for resolution 2022-120, appointing Steve Schwartz to the Citizen Zoning and Comprehensive Plan Advisory Committee. May I have a second? Thank
Second.
you, Josh. Are there any questions or comments?
We're full now, right?
We're full now. When we approve, Steve will be full, and Steve represents Pell's Road, which is the north.
Wonderful.
So I think we're covered. And I want to thank Steve Schwartz for volunteering. I know he has a busy schedule. So all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Okay, I would like to make a motion for resolution 2022-121 and amend it to include appointing Melanie Moore as a liaison to the Citizen Zoning and Comprehensive Plan Advisory Committee on behalf of the Planning Board, and Tim Econopoli on behalf of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Josh. Are there any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. I need a motion for resolution 2022-122 to approve Duchess Shepherd LLC tax certiorari. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Chauncey. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ed. Are there any questions or discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved unanimously. I need a motion for resolution 2022-123 to authorize yoga in the park with Mia.
Motion.
Thank you. Oh, was that Chauncey?
Alan.
So Alan.
Thank you, Alan. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ed. Any discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously, and it's great to see we're getting more outdoor recreation activities for adults, so this will be fantastic. I need a motion for resolution 2022-124 to approve recreation hires.
So moved.
Thank you, Alan. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ed. Are there any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes unanimously. I need a motion for resolution 2022-125 to approve our rec park concession stand agreement.
Make the motion.
Thank you, Ed, and Josh, I'll take you as a second.
Okay, thanks.
Are there any questions or comments?
This is the same as before the pandemic, so I don't know why it wouldn't be the same, but it's the same thing.
Yes. Is that a question or a?
No, it's more of like a statement that, I don't think anything has changed, so it's the same agreement from before.
Okay.
I think the only thing that's changed is that we have made the necessary renovations and fixes to the concession stand, and we have gotten Board of Health approval from the county.
Yeah.
Great. Happy to be able to have this year. Any
Also,
further?
the menu's quite good, so. you
Yeah,
might
looks
actually have
good.
it down there.
Looks good. Disco fries.
That's a
Gluten-free vegan option, so it's actually, it's thoughtful.
Any further discussion?
No.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes unanimously. A motion for resolution 2022-126, please, to approve pool restroom cleaning company.
Make a motion.
Thank you, Ed. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Alan. Or is there any questions or any discussion?
This is the same vendor as we had last time.
It worked out well.
Yes.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you. I need a motion for 2022-127 to approve the sale of the transfer station containers.
Make a motion.
Thank you, Ed. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Chauncey. How are we selling these?
Best offer probably
Where are we going to advertise?
on our website.
Should probably do something else as
Yeah,
well.
I think we may have some offers coming in now, so
Okay, we'll let Bob know about it and,
we'll do.
okay. Are there any further questions or concerns?
Are we replacing them with something?
No, no, we don't need them anymore. They've been sitting there and nobody's using them. They're totally worthless right now. We don't need them for anything.
These
Well,
were
let's-
the, okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, there's that service or the exchange that Bob uses that I can't remember the name of it at the moment. That's probably the place to do it.
The online sales place,
Oh, yeah, I'll ask Bob.
auction place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him
Yeah,
about
make
that.
sure that you talk with Bob
Yeah,
Wyatt about
I
it.
will. Thank you.
Excuse me, everybody. Have we voted on this?
We can now.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. I will make a motion for resolution 2022-128 for our preliminary account payable abstract. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Josh. Are there any questions or concerns?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Ed, I know you have a new piece of business. Would you like
Yeah.
to bring it up or do you want me to?
You can bring it up if you have it. You have it?
I do have it.
Okay.
Let me see, just if you could bear with me, please. We have a resolution, I guess it would be 2022-129
Yep.
to approve a bid from Adams Fence Company
Mhm.
to
Yep.
replace the fence at the, I'm sorry,
The remaining fence. Yeah.
the remaining fence. You have to tell me.
This completion of the remaining fence around the rec park that presently needs to be
The
replaced.
tennis courts.
Yes, tennis court.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was Adams Fencing is the lowest bid at I'm sorry, I'm struggling here at 13,500 with 8 gauge fabric. So
Right. It's really the better fabric too.
yes, It's better than, yes.
90, yeah, yes.
So we are, resolution 2022-129 to award the fencing job to complete at our tennis courts to Adams Fairacre Farms Fencing Company at a price of $13,500 complete. May I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Thanks. May I have a second?
Second.
Alan, thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any discussion or further questions? Sorry, I sort of bungled my way through that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. And gosh, the new fencing looks good down there, so it'll be great to get it.
It does indeed.
Yeah, really does. Thank you, Ed. Alan, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I have some new business.
Okay,
Sure.
Okay, so the computer that the secretary for the cemetery uses has bitten the dust. And so I just got a quote for a new desktop and display. The display is also no good anymore. So I'm proposing that we spend up to $1,600 to replace the desktop computer at the cemetery. And an additional $8.50 per month for the subscription to the Microsoft Office applications. And we'll send the old computer to the Smithsonian.
Where's the money coming from?
It's coming from contingency funds. I spoke to
Shelley,
Shelley
Shelley.
thank you, earlier today.
you're as fuzzy as I am. Maybe
Shelley.
you're
So the Smithsonian doesn't give us any money?
Yeah, they won't give us anything.
All right, so this is resolution 2022-130 to replace the clerk, secretary, or administrator to the cemetery's desktop computer for $1,600 with an $8.50 monthly service fee for the software package.
For Microsoft Office.
For the software package to be paid out of the cemetery contingency fund line.
Yep.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
aye,
Aye, passes unanimously, unless any are opposed, which I don't think so. Great, thanks. Any other new business? Okay, I just want to remind people that we still have not, we're still taking comments on ARPA, our ARPA funding use. It's $536,000. The town board is considering. Our plan is to use it to renovate and expand office space and town hall, whether renovating the big room or building on, we don't know yet. We've received 2 other comments and we're still taking comments from the public. You're welcome to contact us or speak up at a meeting. Also, the Hamlet, our workforce housing project, has been sent to both the Planning Board and the Historic Preservation Committee and the county, Dutchess County Department of Planning for comments. It's on our website. I wish everyone would look at it and give us their comments. I understand that there was a pre-submission meeting with the developers and our planning board where it was said that they didn't think they would get access for egress onto Rhinecliff Road. And I don't believe that's true. And I certainly don't want to see all of the traffic for this coming in on Astor Drive, which is a local town road and very small, and would mean that everyone accessing the hamlet would have to go through or by Wells Manor and onto Astor Road. So I just wanted to alert you all of this and tell you my concerns and see if you were in solidarity with me that we insist that the developer go back to the Department of Planning and say that you have got to have egress from Rhinecliff Road for this project.
Yeah.
Great.
Chauncey,
Absolutely.
Ed,
Yes,
Alan?
Yes,
Yes, I think it's
It's
unacceptable.
critical.
Yeah, I mean, it's unacceptable. I see that Victor Britton has a hand raised. Do you have a comment?
Yeah, it was just in regard to the rescue plan funds. And I believe my wife and I might have shared this with Chauncey, I can't recall. But if there's any way that some of the funds could be diverted to, say, seniors that are on income, so property owners, in terms of some sort of short-term tax reduction to help with just the past few years and to help with the utility costs going up. Because I think that's really, and it doesn't have to be even seniors. It could be just some income criteria that we use for, say, enhanced star or something like that. You might have some data.
We don't have, not every, the problem with that, and thank you, Victor, is that we don't have data on everyone who's in need. And a lot of people who are in need also may not own homes, but I hear you. Does anyone want to react to that? The assessors don't have data for that is what I'm.
Do we create application? Like it just process basis seems difficult.
How
As
would
much
we,
as I would like to, seems complicated.
I understand. I'm just concerned that I'm afraid that over the next few years that both the town and the village are going to be taking on new expenses. And when this rescue money is gone, I just worry about the tax burden increasing on people at risk.
yeah,
So thank you for giving it consideration.
yeah,
Thank
I
you.
share your concern. Certainly, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Eleanor.
One of the things I keep hearing is that there's a need for a place where young people can get together and, that's covered and it's not out in the elements. And I was just wondering if some thought could be given to maybe coming up with something like a community center or something that might serve not just teens, but maybe seniors. I mean, maybe even the whole community, but depending on how much money would be available for a project like that.
Thank you. And I will say that thought has been given to it and it has been approved in the park master plan, and the site for it is on the field across from the library on Route 308.
Yeah, I know that. I just was curious, is there any timeline at all, or is that a money issue? What's the story on that?
There's no timeline. Our timeline is phase 2, which is the playing fields, which we are doing. And then this is phase 3. So
I would also say we need to support the library. It's an incredible resource, and I think there's all sorts of things that could happen there. And there's a new vote for a new leader of the. I just think that the library could be a place for everything to happen, or a lot of things to happen. And I know that there's a change of power going on.
executive director has resigned. Most of the staff has resigned. So there seems to be some change going on there. But I agree, Josh. Thank you. Thank you, Eleanor. There's one more item, which is I just wanted to alert everyone that we received a beautiful and very large document from our NRI, Natural Resource Inventory Committee, that was spearheaded by Cornell and other folks. And it is a very meaty and large document with lots and lots and lots of information on the natural resources of the town and the village of Rhinebeck. If it isn't on our website yet, it will be, and we will be looking to adopt this either at our next meeting or the meeting after that. So I encourage everybody to look at it and consider it. Anything else? We're holding open our public hearing on the.
I have a new item I almost forgot. We're ready to do the planning outside tennis courts. I'll contact Susie. We have, let's get going with that. We're ready.
Yeah, I thought she was going. We gave her.
I don't know. I'm going to call her though. All right.
Yeah, it needed to be done before, I think, the end of June, she said.
Yes. I think I'm going to get a ball. All right.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
approved the money, we've approved it. We
Right.
did that several meetings ago.
Want to make sure it's
We did that before the spring.
right.
Yeah,
It's just what benches we buy.
nice benches, nice comfy benches.
Yes.
Any other comments or questions from anyone attending the meeting? Victor, Eleanor, thank you for your thoughts. Anybody else? Hearing nothing, I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Good
Right.
night. We'll see you
Good
at
night.
our next meeting.